Sarada becomes the 14th shinobi to learn the fireball jutsu. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering how she learned it though. Did she learn it by herself? Probably not. She probably trained with Sasuke Uchiha, her father, and that technique was passed down to her. Exactly when all this happened, I cannot answer that, but I'm assuming it's somewhere around Boruto Naruto the movie era. It's somewhere around there, as we know the manga's further than the anime. We just graduated all these students to Genin, and of course in the manga, well, the Chunin exams is a thing. I don't know how I feel about seeing this technique for the first time against robots, because here's the thing, if we're gonna see a technique, a brand new one, from any of the kids in this new generation against robots, it means these robots are gonna be here time and time again, and this is gonna be something actually incorporated into the series. Now, here's my opinion on it. I don't mind some scientific technology in Boruto. That's totally cool, especially for a lot of ninja that are nameless and that we're never gonna probably see get any kind of major growth or development. But I don't want this to be a substitute for actual shinobis fighting each other. With jutsus, they learn physically themselves. Separate from this technology, they could incorporate some technology into their fighting style, into their whole, but that shouldn't be the only thing that defines them. And the reason we're going to talk about that is because that's what this chapter is pretty much about. We've got all these different like robots, these self-operating robots at the site. Boruto and the rest of them were sent to this site to investigate what happened to Konohamaru, what's inside of the blimp. Konohamaru's not there. They end up fighting all these robots, and by the end of this chapter, we've got Ao with the Byakugan, the one that was on the train right there. We already knew he was targeting these guys, or he was going to, you know, figure out what's going on around this blimp or whatever, just to secure some information as well as this vessel. But now he's here to basically, gun down our boys, and I just think it's just ridiculous. Like, dude pulled up with the Draco. He pulled up with the Draco. Clearly, he needs this information. It's very important, and this could be the thing that kind of makes him an inner. Because right now, Ao is an outer. He's a retired shinobi. He was very skilled. He was the 4th Mizukage's right-hand man, right? Very skilled dude. He is still not a part of Kata's like inner organization. Like, he doesn't have all the information. It's not given directly to him. It's something that he's like some dude on the outside that helps them, that gets little pieces of information. He's not like one of the main dudes. Maybe he's trying to become one of them. Right now, he's just an agent. Maybe he's trying to become a star. All of this does get me really curious though. What does this organization specifically believe in that could make Ao really interested in becoming a part of it, like, fully? I don't know, because this dude is a retired war veteran. He helped us fight against Madara, the Akatsuki, just all these villains in the original story. Well, Naruto Shippuden, but the original Naruto manga. So what could Kata be about that interests Ao? Because Ao does not have a completely genuine good person past. You know, he was a bad guy at one point, at the very least from a Hidden Leaf Village perspective. He killed a Hyuga clan member, you know, someone related to Boruto, by the way, and took his eyeball. He took his Byakugan. Now, you could say it's war, but I don't think his intentions are genuine when he's doing something like that. Like, if you're in a war, even if there's some powers that the other guy has, if you're in a war and you take your enemy's eyeball, you have no honor, sir. All right? You're in this war, you're going to use your own abilities. You're going to use your own battle prowess to win for your side, because that's pussy shit. Like, I don't respect that. Who's going to respect you for using someone else's power? Ao is bitch-made pussy, and I can't wait to see him get wrecked. He pulls out this stick. He wants to put them to sleep forever, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it, because we got Konohamaru with Jonin, and we've got Mitsuki with Sage Mode, which I think Mitsuki could take this dude alone, right? Then you got Boruto, Sarada, and that dude that's messed up over there, but I don't think he's going to be contributing too much to this battle. Maybe I am underestimating Ao, and Konohamaru's about to die. Probably not going to actually happen. Even if this dude has the Byakugan, some really solid sensory perception, he has some decent ninjutsu, right? come on now, all right? If his power is anything like it was in Shippuden, no way is he gonna be able to take all these guys out, even though he put Katasuke under a genjutsu and probably had some crazy shit installed inside of him, as well as this, you know, big stick that he's carrying. But this is the Naruto universe, all right? Guns is not the end of a human being in this world. It's just not. So this guy better have something else up his sleeve or he is getting bodied. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Akita Inuzuka from the Scientific Ninja Weaponry team or whatever was looking mighty fine. She almost looks like a morph between Karin and Sarada. And that's only because of the art style in the manga that's making Sarada look like, you know, she should be working at some club or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna lie. Very cute girl, and if anything, Boruto should be trying to holler at her and not anybody else. Not like he's, you know, interested in relationships at the moment, but if he were, I would be going to Akita for that free poop. I don't know if she likes Boruto a lot because he's powerful and she's just interested in him or whatever, or if it's because her doggy Chamaru's coming with him. And by the way, this dog, very, very useful, helped us track Konohamaru down. We found his kunai around. And if it weren't for this dog, again, we might have never found Konohamaru, and they need help right now because that one dude got really messed up by all those robots. She also cares quite a lot about Katasuke, who pretty much saved her dog's life. Well, at the very least, allowed this dog to continue its shinobi life, especially because the Inuzuka clan relies upon ninja dogs to live in the ninja world. And of course, you know, this dog was given a prosthetic leg. So she probably likes Boruto because, you know, she's forced to. And, you know, this dude's on a mission with her favorite doggy and with the scientist that saved her doggy's life pretty much. But again, I don't know. Because one thing they were pushing in this chapter is this love triangle, this three-way situation, and Sarada was denying it. She was not having it at all. Though Sumida just came out full fold because we already knew she had some sort of interest based on the anime in Boruto. You know, honestly, I don't know if it's that, you know, she thinks Boruto's cute or the fact that she likes his powers and abilities. It's probably a combination of those two things. But Sumida basically said, you know what, Sarada, I like Boruto. What does Sarada do? Pretty much brush it off like a bitch, all right? She always does this. She always does this, and we've seen her blush before, so we know she likes Boruto. But she's not going to admit it because she's too real. She's too real, and she's on a team with them, and her admitting her feelings is a weakness because she wants to become the Hokage, all serious, you know, pussy all dry. That's who Sarada wants to be at the moment. That is her mentality. So even if she does have feelings for Boruto, she's not going to put them out there for the world, for Sumire, for Akita, for anybody else who's curious. Girls see, you know, all other girls with a guy and they get jealous. And of course, it goes the other way around too. Guys get jealous as well, but Sarada might start going extra hard if she sees everybody else interested in Boruto, and she might even start developing her ninjutsus in ways like never before, using Boruto as an inspiration, but more so to herself. I don't see her, you know, I don't really see her actually telling Boruto, I like you, in the same way that Sakura did to Sasuke in part 1. I don't see that because I think that would take away some of the hype behind her as a kunoichi. Again, her feelings aren't really a part of that growth and that ninja mentality at the moment. Although I'm gonna be honest, they're doing Sarada dirty in the manga, right? If anything, she's gonna exclaim her feelings for Boruto in the manga before the anime because they're making Sarada look like... If she's 13, I'm 13, right? It's so terrible. Stop dressing Sarada up like that. Have her just be a normal kid. She's still very young, all right? Stop dressing her up like the Mizukage who's like in her mid, well now she's older, but in Shippuden she was like dressed kind of like Sarada in the manga and she was in her like 30s, I'm guessing. And Katasuke saving the day with his ninja technology. He creates this, like, you know, this black sphere or whatever, and all these robots are just shooting fire release at that thing. It absorbs all the power and they run out of energy, and that's the reason they lose, and they mess up the robots so they can't cool off and, you know, start fighting again or whatever. So I don't know how I feel about the robots, guys. I really don't, and this is just me coming from my heart as a Naruto fan. I don't know, because it's a big change. It really depends on how they go about doing it, right? If they integrate it slowly, smoothly, but still keep